Okay, I did this last week, a little bit of a tutorial. Basically, if you make changes in Giants Editor, it doesn't always pull over to in-game, your game save. So what I'm going to do is, I kind of did it last week. It was a little bit of a disaster because I had a new editor come out and I was struggling with some things. As usually I can find on a live stream when I'm trying to do a tutorial, but we're going to try to fix it here. So basically, whenever you do a height change, it doesn't seem to be an issue, but if you add grass, take out grass, work with cultivating, any of that, it doesn't always pull into your game save. You'll have dirt with grass over the top of it. So what we're going to do is I move the career start. Those of you who don't know either, go to career start point, you can select it, Control B, and you can put it anywhere. The blue is where you're going to be facing. So so we don't have to walk around the map trying to find this spot, I'm just going to put it right here. That's right at this Westbridge map I'm messing with. So basically, yeah, I'm going to go in here. I'm just going to take a spot and just kind of wipe it out so I can show you all this in one shot. So we're going to go ahead and open up the terrain editor. And let's go in here and first off, let's get rid of some grass. Get rid of this stuff, don't need it. Come on. So yeah, I wouldn't have to. I could just actually keep it on wheat. Subtract right button. If you scroll your mouse, you can widen this out as well. So we're just going to come in here and I'm actually just going to wipe this whole section out here. That way you can really see it affects the grass and it affects anything on the fields. So we got rid of that. We're going to actually take, get real creative here. I'm actually going to go to this. We're actually going to put a dirt texture here. So you can really show this, because what will happen when we go into our first game save, in fact what I need to do, I did not do yet, go into the game before I save this map, so I can show this. If the game will start up today. I think there's an update. And speaking of updates, I did a map editing tutorial that is now out of date, but you can still kind of watch it and get an idea. So what we're going to do is let's delete this game save. Delete this game save. We're going to do this as the first one. Easy, doesn't matter. So yeah, I did a tutorial on how to fix a bunch of errors. It can still be helpful to start your own map, but they did fix in the update. I haven't double checked it to confirm their work, but supposedly they fixed the problems. And yeah, like I said, because I didn't save the map yet. Oop. And I managed to get off screen. What's up with that? Okay, let's try this again. So I haven't saved it yet, so I just want to do a game save that has all the old stuff. I should have done that before starting the video. I apologize for having my stuff not ready. So you can see what it normally looks like. It's all the original before any changes. I'm going to go ahead and save. And we're going to go ahead and go back into the game. Like I said, this won't be all. It'll look original. It'll have some stuff right, but it's still going to have grass. Turn off that. OBS is fun because I have to keep all my screens up, but yet give you the screen. How many times I went through the game and I'm just talking away, and my live audience is going, "Hey, dude, can't see nothing." So as you can see, there is dirt here, but we have grass growing, and this still has wheat. So I'm going to show you how you can fix that. There's actually a couple ways. I'm going to show what I've been having the best luck with. I'm having the best luck with using Savegame Files. You can pull it from your Map01, but I was having some issues with some tip collision stuff. So as you can see, we did load into this section at least. That was affected by the save, but yeah, anytime you start messing with foliage, even trees. In fact, I should have actually done that as well. I'll go ahead and throw a tree in here as well, so we can show that as how we can change it. So as you can see, it kind of changed, but it didn't. So I'm going to go back in. Before I forget, let's go in and grab a tree. We're going to go Control D for duplicate, Control B for replacement. We're going to throw it right there. And we'll save it again. So, do this step by step, show you how each file works. What we'll do is we'll go back into the game again. So this is, you can kind of do this but for one file, a collision that I'm going to show you guys, it doesn't work as well pulling it out of the map file, so I'm just going to do it with Savegame. So we're going to go and we're going to start a new save game. In fact, I'm going to delete 20. Yes. Start at 20. And continue. And continue. Start. So, when we hop in this time, see everything's affected. This is a new save game. It's going to do it because it's loading directly out of that GE everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize this save game. We're going to start pulling files out and I'm going to show you how to fix things. So let's go ahead and save this game. Get out of the game. Alright, we're going to go into your Savegame Files. Depending on where yours is at, it should be in, I'm using Windows 7. My documents, my games, Farming Simulator 17, and we're going to take the save game. This is the new one. We're going to come in here, and the first one you're going to see is the Cultivator Density GDM. So this is basically going to take any kind of dirt changes. And actually, what I should have didn't do is I didn't actually make that grass on that field as well. So let me do that. Sorry about that. Because this is actually a cultivated field, so let's go in, go grass, add here, and let's see if I can get it to work. It's probably going to have to be, oh, actually it's in here, it's terrain detail, subtract, or maybe it's removed today. It's kind of a, oh, cancel, helps if I'm on foliage too. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, doing a tutorial. So let's see, back to foliage and subtract. There we go. See how it's going back to the original game. So this chunk will be missing out of there. Hey Memoir, doing this tutorial over that I messed up last week. Not doing so well with today either. So hit save. It's exporting. And it's done. So let's go back in to the game. Career, I'm going to go back and delete this and open it up again. Whoops, back. So delete. Come on. Delete, yes. Start a new 20. Okay. So once again, that's why I can get the cultivating thing to work so I can show you guys. New game save has all added effects. So it's kind of a junk. But I just want to show you how this affects it. So, once again, we're going to save this. We're going to back out. Oops. And I managed to even put more junk down there. It just doesn't really matter. I'm done with this file right now anyhow. So we're going to go into game 20. We're going to grab that cultivator density. We're going to copy. We're going to go back into our 10. Paste. Copy and replace. Now what this is going to do is basically going to take, there was normally dirt right here from the cultivated field, so what we're going to do is there's actually still going to be wheat across here. It's not going to be cultivated. So I'll go back into the game. Just want to show you what them files do. Like I said, this is a cultivate GRLE. If the game wants to load, come on. A little slow today. So, go back into 10, start, and you can see, like I said, the wheat is still there, but look, see how the cultivating is right. That's what matches our Giants editor. If I go back to this Giants editor, as you can see, it's matching the editor. The wheat's still there, because that file's next. I'm going to show you how to get that file, but that cultivated. So that's what that file does. We go back to Farming Simulator, Savegame 20. The cultivator density is what saves that for us. That's the actual cultivated, or the, because it can be like the preparation for potatoes. It can be just a regular cultivate. It can be 90 or 0 degree or 45 degree angle. So that's what that controls. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually go to the fruit density. Now beware, this is going to change everything on your map. Even if you have this field harvested, or if it's about to be finishing potatoes, it's going to turn into wheat when you do this, because that's what the original game save is pulling off of the Giants editor. So what we're going to do, like I said, going to copy fruit density GDM. I call it GRLE because that comes from 17. I apologize. And we're going to go into save game, not 1, but 10. Paste it in. Yes, I want to copy and replace. Alright, we're going to open the game back up. And we're going to open up 10. Maybe. Alright, as you can see, that took the weed out. So that's what the fruit does. And it also took the grass out. I don't remember on the last game save, but I believe there was still grass out here. But as you can see, the wheat did finally disappear. So now, the next one we want to look at is that tree that managed to pull in anyway. It doesn't always do that. Don't ask me why, but this time it is. So that's very interesting. Because what I did find, I was going to show on this tutorial because I couldn't get it on my last one. And maybe it's because I pulled I bet you it's because I pulled the fruit out of the actual game save rather than because what I was doing before when I talked about pulling out of the map file is if you go into maps, map 01, here's your different GRDLEs here. Oh, we're getting our drafter, slowly getting Westbridge going. I'm just doing a quick tutorial now. So anyway, what I was going to show you is usually the grass won't, or the trees won't pull in with the fruit, but it did that time, which is amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add another tree just to test this out. I'm going to turn off foliage, grab this guy, duplicate it, put him there, and his save. I'm going to open game back up, turn off monitor, career, go back to 20. Actually, I want to delete this game. I want to confirm something. Yes. Back to 10, make sure it's not there. I said they keep updating the editor, and yeah, so see, it is pulling the trees in through the editor now. That was something they must have changed in the update. So, well, what I was going to show you is the file you need for that, but it must be pulling the shapes, which it should have been, because that's what I found, is it actually pulls. Let me get this off screen. The file it pulls from, if we go back to our game saves, what I found was the tip collection, or no, split shapes. This is the one I copied over and it worked, but obviously they got that fixed in this last update. Yeah, Whispered now took out for yeah, yeah, you can do whatever you want there, drafter. I'm not sure which Westbridge you have, if you have the one I've made or not, but yeah, I don't blame you there if you want more fields added, some forestry to mine. So what we're going to do next, we're going to show some tip collection stuff. What's going on if I bring up, what I did is I brought in the, let's see if we go back up, the Westbridge map to do this. Oops, I'm sorry, Goldcrest. Maps, map 01. I'm going to show you there's this tip collision map that's fairly new. I know Dave on DodgeNet talked about it a little bit. I shot this information to him. Yeah, Draft, you want to click on mine, there's I got to do some work to it. I got some stuff floating around on the screen, but I do have a Westbridge as well. I haven't looked at what they have on Mod Hoster, but if you want to check mine out, feel free to. Just Either type in !mod, scroll down to my map, or you can actually click right on a link on my info on Twitch and pick up my Westbridge map. But anyway, if you go to this terrain info paint layer mode that you usually do your navigation meshes with, it takes a little bit of time. Switch, window, yeah, terrain editing. What I got from Stevie, he's the one that told me about this. We were having issues with straw going through the ground. We're going to demonstrate this. Tip collection. As you can see, what they do is they block you from doing tip anywhere on these different spots. For example, they're not letting you tip right in the middle of the, I'm assuming this is the cows here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you what that does, because basically everyone's pulling this map. There's some blank starter maps out there, but I don't know the chances there's some of the stuff in there. It's causing some issues. So I'm going to show you what this does. Okay, Director. But yeah, anytime you can just, even when you get home, just go on my, just basically Google Sheets and you can get that link, bud. So we're going to go into this map. I'm going to show the effects of this mess. So I'm going to go to this. And we're going to go to tip collision. And we're going to actually paint it in. Which it's kind of hard to see if there's a crop on there, but alright. So right now what's going to happen is you can't tip in this area that's white. And what happens as well is it won't let the windrow collect. So let's go ahead and save. Sometimes you gotta do this a couple of times, a little buggy yet. I'm going to go ahead and reload. Alright. I'll see how it disappeared on me. So I'm going to go back and double check here. Tip collision. Yeah, see it disappeared. So I'm going to do, oh, there it goes. I lied. So it is good. So we're going to save again just to be safe. I didn't have this selected while it disappeared on me. Alright, now we're going to go scripts, FS17, map, create ground collision map. Like so. It takes some time. It says ready here, but it's still working there. Saving collision map to this area. Ready. So now we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I believe I still have the files. I need to do this. I'm thinking to myself. Apologize. So basically, to show you once again how this works, and I got to get this up, is it's not going to affect save game 10. I'm going to go show you that. Let's go into 10, start. Yeah, course play is a little loud. I've been seeing some of it out there, but yeah, it's still a little buggy, and yeah, I have not seen a good glance yet. Okay, so we're going to grab this, and we're going to be fine on this one because this is an old game save. Unless they change this, and then I basically did this for nothing again. We're going to find out live. Nothing like the best way to do it. So what should happen is the straw should drop on top of here, as so we're fine. So let me go ahead and quit. It's because that collision hasn't been pulled in yet, because this is an old game save. Hey Grabby, doing a quick tutorial again. Career, we're going to go and we're going to delete. Well, there is no 20, so we're going to start 20. And we're going to continue, and start. Now, this time, don't make a liar out of me. Maybe. I'm going to go ahead and start this combine up. And the straw is going to fall through the ground. See that? Because that tip collision is turned on. There's no tipping there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where that file comes from. So, I'll go back out of the game like we did before. Close window. We're going to go to My Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator, and I didn't save it. Come on now. Use your head, bud. Let's try this one more time. Career, 20, easy, continue, start. Okay. So like I was saying, it's going to fall through the ground. Not going to work. Okay, so I've proven that. So let's save this because we're going to need it. Let's quit game. Hey John Seeger, how's it going, bud? Promise as soon as I get done with this tutorial, I'm going to go back to regular map making. So we're going to go back 10. So I'll make sure that I'm right here, but the straw should actually stay on top of the ground. I'm not going to save this one. Alright. So straw is on the ground. So we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it not be on the ground. I'm going to show you how this tip collision works. And you can use the other way around if you're trying to fix them spots as well. So we're going to go to 20. And it is this one right here, tip collision map. We're going to copy this. Go back to my 10. Paste it. Copy and replace. Open the game back up. Career. Back to 10. And now the straw will fall through the ground, just showing you. Usually you want to do it the other way around, just showing you how that file affects what. And the trees are still amazing me. If you have troubles with the trees not showing up after you do an edit, just go into the shape file that I was talking about. Okay. So now, since I pulled that tip collision over, the wheat should fall through the field. That's so. And if you get over here where it's not, as soon as we get out of that area, there we go. Now we have straw. And what goes on, see how there's a big pile right there? Death Gamer 1964, guys, check him out. He streams. Obviously, he can't hear you if you talk to him in a stream, but he will type. It'll just pile up right there. It'll like not show up, and then all of a sudden there'll be a big pile. And where this tip collision comes in, I haven't tested it out yet. That's my next step, so I'm not even going to try to do a tutorial on it. But a lot of people are having issues. If I can get off here with the silage stuff. So my plan is to make another tip collision mask and start messing around down here and see what's going on, because I think either these guys have to be set up a different way or you have to actually paint that in. I don't know yet. I'm thinking you scroll this way down. Once again, I still have to do some trial here. I'd actually take it and make it square, and this could be ridiculous because I have a feeling it's going to be impossible to mess with. There should be a setting right in these guys because it does it for your chickens and stuff. But too bad, actually. It's actually kind of lining up. I actually moved the walls over. So I want to do, that's my next adventure, is messing with that as well as trying to get the silos to add multiple silos to one tip info. But that's it for now. Like I said, I did this last week and I had troubles with the trees, which all of a sudden popped over this time. But as a wrap up, like I said, you go into your save game. This is the cultivator stuff. That's what's going to show cultivated ground. This is all your fruit, which looked like it was trees as well. And then this one I'll actually take in the tip collision stuff. So let me go and show you how this can also work if you have a map. And some people had this issue. I need to close that out. Close that out. 1 second there, Grabby. As soon as I get done with this, I'll run over that. Let's open that map back up. I want to show you something else you can use as backwards engineering here. So say you have a field that you want to make. So let's just make a small field over here. I can actually come into this and we can go to Goldcrest, Fields. We're going to duplicate this guy, Control D. We're going to make a field 21. So get rid of this. Go Window, we're going to want attributes. Window, user attributes. We're going to call this 21. Alright. Leave this transform group at 0. That's all I got to say. It causes less issues. And we're going to come in here. Field dimensions. This is how your field works. This is the easiest way to explain a field. Corner 1, 011 is wherever you want to start your field. It's a square field, so it's a lot easier to mess with. When you have, we'll go ahead and show you quick. Oops. When you have an odd-shaped field, basically you're just trying to enclose these fields. So there's your corner 011, 2, it's just coming square over here. 3 is just going to basically, so it's going to make this square area. When you start getting this chunk up here, then what it does is it actually goes up, starts right here, to here, to here. So all you're doing is just containing your field with these markers. Something else Dave showed, it was very cool. You come up to your scripts, map, you go toggle render field areas. It's actually going to show you where your fields are. And really, with FS17, the cool thing about it is you don't actually have to put the dirt in. The missions will do it for you. The problem is, it took a while, is if it's an own field, you need to have it drawn. But that's a pretty cool thing that Dave showed the other night on stream that I wanted to show you guys quick on this. So this shows you where all your fields are. We're going to, actually I don't need to turn it off. I'm going to go back to the new field that I'm making. Which, I gotta have to go back over there because I haven't moved it yet. Where are we at? Farm would be great. There's the farm with the trees all in the middle of everywhere. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make a field 21 over here where we spawn in. So we're going to go corner 1, control B, I'm going to put it there. We're going to take 2. Here's the cool thing about this little thing that I found as well. We're going to zero this out. It'll take me and put it right where this one is, basically. And if we just want to pull it straight down, we can actually make this field whatever length. Don't move it side to side if you want a straight field, obviously. And all you have to do is, if you want it, this is meters. The best I can tell is meters. So if we want to make it 40 meters, that's what 40 meters is. Then over here, cool thing about this, once again, we'll zero this out, zero it out, zero it out. We're going to make it 40 down, and we're going to go 40 to the east. Whoop. Not really. 40 to the east. Sorry about that. Which I went the wrong way. That's west. Negative must be east. So there's a new 40 by 40 field, basically. What you want to do is you want to kind of make sure. So it's 40, negative 40. I'm going to select this, hit Control B. I'm going to select the ground here to make sure I get the Y factor right, because it's obviously I was underground. I don't want to mess that up. So I'm going to take this once again, hit negative 40 and 40. And come back. We're going to grab this corner. We'll do the same thing. Just remember that's 40. Control B. Click there. I hit 40 and 0. So I'm going to hit save. Now, to show you what I'm talking about here as well, field 21 doesn't even have a selection that I can make it owned by player or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a snapshot of this so I can remember that, because it's very cap sensitive. I'm going to grab this, pull off. And this is a program right in Windows, guys, if you're interested. It's a very handy snipping tool. Just search it on your start menu. So I want to go into field 21. I want to add a Boolean. I'm going to type in owned by player, because this is going to become important here in a little bit. This is the whole reason I'm doing this. Right now we're not gonna own this. I'm gonna show you how you can utilize this to paint this field in. I'm gonna hit save. I'm curious. I bet there's gonna be grass sticking up, but we'll take care of that. We can fix that later. No, I don't want to save that. We're gonna open this game back up. Side monitor capture. Career, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of 10, delete. Yes. Alright, so we're gonna start a new game save. Easy. West Bridge. Continue. Continue. So I'm gonna show you how this missions work. Even though there's no field planted there, check it out. We're gonna have a field there. That's how the missions work. I need to put the map indicator. Well, it does actually, so it wipes out the fruit and everything. Cool. And it looks like radishes, I'm assuming. I forgot to put the map indicator. I can show you that, guys, when I go back in. So that's what I'm showing you. It'll actually plant that field for you. You don't even have to have any fields planted with FS17. That's the cool thing about it. Let me go ahead and save this guy. And I'm going to show you how this works. First off, I need to complete my demonstration of what the hell I was doing. So you do need to have the field by trigger. Now here's the goofy thing about this. I kind of watched on Dave's stream and he struggled even though he had showed it before. And I'd learned from him. That's how I was watching a rerun. I was like, I know what you need to do, but I can't talk to you in chat because I'm watching a record. So this blue is the direction your equipment's going to face when it spawns. So you want to take that, move it towards the field, which is a -90 in this situation. I have no idea if anyone can tell me on some of the fields, if I can find one now. I probably won't. Field angle. I have yet to figure that one out. He was messing with it, couldn't figure it out. I know the NPC index is the farmer. So if you have fields in one area, you want to try to keep this. It's a type of farmer, the name of the farmer. Field area. This is a cool thing he showed on the stream the other night too. We can automatically calculate. This is pretty cool. Go back to your fields again. Go window, script, map, set field sizes. So let's go back to 21. As you can see, it's 8.02. That's excessive. There's no way it's 8.02. So I'm going to show you how this works. A very cool script. Script, map, and then we're going to hit set field sizes. It's done. So come back down here. As you can see, it's now 0.161, and that's very important for doing your missions. So we did the five build trigger. We did the by field trigger. It's pointing towards the field. I'm going to move it kind of over here because it spawns the equipment weird. Now we also need the field map indicator. Control B. I'm going to put right in the middle of the field there. We're going to hit save. I'm going to go back in the game so I can show you what it's supposed to look like. Turn off monitor. Career. 10. Start. Start. Okay, so now, as you can see, if I bring up, see how there's a 21 in the PDA. I wish I had course play so I could bring my mouse up and show you, but there's a 21 in the middle of the screen now, as you can see. And we'll even test, because I know we can go to it that way, we'll even test that we can spawn to it. So 21, let's get out of here. Let's hit visit, so we're not so close to there. And click on 21, visit. As you see it pointing us towards the field, we're gonna do a mission. This ought to be funny. Be like 20 seconds, and hit start. You can see we're faced against that field. And see, now what's really weird is this time I'm facing north. Oh, I'm not. Okay. It always does the cultivator textures on north-south. That's the only thing I haven't figured out. That's the only issue I'm not crazy about. But what I'm going to show you is how this cool feature works. Let's go ahead and spawn to another one so we can cancel this mission. Visit. Yeah, that's right, but yeah, I do have GPS too. Didn't even think about that. I can activate GPS so I can start pointing at stuff. Sorry about that. I didn't want to save it yet. I want to go visit. That cancels the mission, by the way. What we're going to do is, I don't know if I have enough money, so I'll make sure I got enough money. We're going to buy this field, and I'm going to go get a cultivator. Shop. Visit. I don't know why I had to do it that way. I didn't have to. We're going to get a tractor. Let's get the big boy so I can get down there fast. I'm already going way beyond what I was wanting to try to do with this hole. example. And let's go cultivator. Let's buy this guy. And I think I fixed the spawning issue. And it hasn't been on this one yet, so I'll fix that. Come on. If I could drive, we'll be all set here. And back to what I'm doing here. Sorry I'm rambling on here and doing all this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it repaints it in the Giants editor for you from a game save. The whole reasoning behind this. And I'm going to show you what the cultivating does. Go ahead and drop this guy. And it should even match the lines. Yeah, maybe not. Oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. Yes. I'm going to quit this. And this is 10, I believe. As you can see, if I get it up here, still has grass and everything there. Let's hit save. I'm going to go back. Turn off this because we don't need it. Scripts. Maps. Toggle render field areas. We should get rid of this blue when it's ready. There we go. So we got rid of that. Now I'm going to save again. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our My Games 17 into 10. I'm going to grab the cultivator. First of all, copy. Go into here, go into my map. And I'm going to go into this map 01. It has all the same information that the original game pulls from. I'm going to paste that into here. Copy and replace. I'll bring the editor back up. And the quickest way to do this is just hit this reload. Yes. And evidently just the cultivator didn't do it for me. Can't see it in there yet. So, biggie. My Games. Oh, come on. My Games. 10. Let's grab cultivator and fruit. If they fix this in the update, that's going to irritate me because copy. Because this is actually a cool thing that they did. Let's try this again. Yep, and it's making a liar out of me. Wow. So much for using that as an explanation. I was going to show you how to reverse engineer that, but no, I did it right. It's just not. It's just not doing it for me. All right, save again. Just try one more thing. Close this out. I think I was on 10. Do I need to terrain info as well? Wow, that's pretty bad. Much for botching this tutorial. I guess I'll cut this out when I go live with it. There's terrain. Maybe I need that as well. Paste it in. Copy, replace, copy, replace, copy, replace. Maps. Map 01. Okay, there it was. I was hitting reload. I must have had to bring it in. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that, guys. It did work. And maybe it was just that I needed to pull that other terrain detail in. That might have been the issue as well. Let's, I guess to be sure. Nope. Let's bring in my documents, my games, 17, save game 1. Let's do this. Copy. Control V, copy replace, copy replace. Let's bring it up, see what happens now. Okay. I just had to reopen the actual map. So it is just cultivator in fruit density. But you can see you can actually manipulate your Giants editor with game saves, with the cultivator density and the fruit density. And basically what you do is, like I was showing before, you'd actually just go through and just point out your fields. And go into your game, you'd have to buy all your fields. And the cool thing about that is I could have actually just went in Cold Crest Valley fields. We could have went to 21 and just put owned by player, and then I wouldn't have had to buy it. But anyway, that's how that works. But nope, actually that wouldn't work because you have to have the mission. Yeah, sorry, that's kind of the reverse engineering part of it. You have to have the mission to draw that in. If I hit owned by a player, it would just be grass. So, which is alright if that's what you want. You could have all your fields be grass. That's how you do that. Sorry about the extra 15 minutes. There's always, especially when I'm doing a live tutorial, there's always some garbage that messes me up. But I hope this was helpful. I said the biggest things is getting the fruit and the height and all that stuff into your map. It now looks like the trees pull in without having to do all the other stuff, which is very odd. But I'm going to go ahead and end this tutorial. I'm going to jump back on, guys. Those of you who are watching live, I'll get back in and start messing with the map. I got something for Grabby. I'm going to show them how I think I have the silos figured out. So yeah, till next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'm going to try to get some more on here. We'll be right back.